And welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. Today we have a couple packs to open. We're starting the Suarez SBC, which I really want, and I did sell everything, as you will see on the screen right now. Morata, Nzonzi, Valdez, De Gea, Bonucci, Chiellini, Griezmann, Draxler, Morata, Bailly. Those ones to watch I did invest in, and I did make some profit on them, which is what I'm starting to do now. I bought Firmino and Arnautovic for my weekly league team. I sold Hazard as well, even though he wasn't that great, but he was there. Like, he had a good goal to game ratio, but I don't know, I just still didn't feel like he was up to par or as good as he could have been. But I did sell a bunch of Valdez's right there for the player of the month. Kane that did come out, he was up to 40k at one point, like at 3 a.m, which I did stay up to, and then I put him up for 35k and he didn't sell when I woke up, so I was like, dang it, dude, and he went back down to 20k, so that's my mistake. I should have listened him up for less, taking that profit no matter what. But yeah, I did still sell them for profit. I bought all those for 10k around there, and I did sell all of them for 20k, so that's a good double profit. So I spent like 30-40k on all the informs, and I sold all of them for 20k, meaning I made 40k coins around there, maybe a bit less after tax. But we do start with Alaves right here. I did do a couple of other teams, but I didn't show them in this video. I did them before. I was trying to kind of, these are most likely the cheapest teams to do it with, but they're not the cheapest player, the cheapest prices for each player, just because I'm buying them from here. And some of the players I did overpay for, you can probably get them on bid for 700-600 coins, but I just wanted to do this right now because I don't have time. I just didn't want to do them. I'm gonna do a couple more of these Suarez SBC teams that are like pretty easy to do right now, not right now, but tonight maybe, and I'm gonna record, and then we're gonna have a similar format to this video in the next video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But I do want to start the Suarez SBC for one reason. You guys see my coin total at 647,000. That's not my total coin total. I have still Conte, and I do have my two big players that I have in the club are Martial and Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder is around 52,000 coins, and Martial is about, like, let's say 15,000 coins, maybe 10,000. We're gonna go with 13,000. So in total, that's another 65,000 in the club, which means we could have around 725,000 coins, 730 coins, we're gonna say, in the club, and that gives us a lot of options. And we are back to the coin total we were at before, and this is one of the highest points that we had in the series so far. And we still have the Foot Champions rewards, and then we have a bunch of other stuff. But what I did notice was I could afford Messi, and I saw a bunch of people were saying Messi is a great player. He's better than Cristiano Ronaldo for me. He's better than a lot of other players that are kind of hyped up, and I think Messi is just fantastic. And I was like, okay, so I wanted to take a look at him. He's pretty cheap. He's around 600. He's not cheap. Okay, not cheap, but he's way less than a bunch of the elite players, and he would be fantastic for my team. I just would have to kind of figure out how to fit him in. And he's around 670,000 coins. He's hovering. I forgot how to say that word for some reason, but he's around that kind of price. We're completing these teams, and I was hoping that I would get something good in these packs so I can make my coins back and I won't have to spend so much on the Suarez SBC. And I did make some pretty good coins, and I haven't sold them yet, but I will very soon. As you guys will see in the title, I did pack an inform and a walkout, which is pretty cool. I hope you guys probably got confused thinking it was an inform walkout. You know, that's what I'm trying to go for in your mind to, you know, draw more viewers, but you know, that's how you have to play it sometimes. But we did get some pretty decent players. I'm not going to sell them because they're not at their highest point. And right now, I recommend to you guys, if you have any players that are over 100k, sell them right now, or that you think prices will drop, because prices will drop in the next week and a half. Prices are gonna plummet because of St. Patrick's Day, which is this Friday, and then also Foot Birthday right after St. Patrick's Day. No matter what, there's gonna be a bunch of packs. There's gonna be a bunch of SBCs. Knowing it's gonna be like 2 SBCs probably. It's gonna be a bunch of packs, a couple of SBCs, so a bunch of free packs from the SBCs, of course. And that means that more players are going to be flooded into the market, meaning it's going to drive the prices down. And if there's more players on the market, meaning there's going to be more people trying to sell them, people are going to undercut because they want their player to sell. And if people undercut over and over and over, it's going to drive the prices down, meaning that prices are going to crash and the market's going to crash. It's not going to be as big as Black Friday or Team of the Year, in my opinion, not at all, not even close. But you see me right here kind of going through every single defender that I can. And I found out Reyes, the center back, was the cheapest one, so I did go ahead and buy him. But yeah, prices are going to plummet. If you haven't invested in Irish players already, don't, because it's not worth it. If you haven't invested, you can't invest in Foot Birthday really, because you don't know what's going to come. But if you do want to make some coins at this moment in time, I recommend maybe, if you have any Irish players and you see that other prices have gone up a bit, I would recommend selling some and keeping hold of some just in case they do come out with an SBC that requires you to like have a bunch of Irish players. I'm gonna spam bronze packs just in case, because I know EA changed the pack weight when they released new SBCs that require bronzes, because I never get any of them. When the Japanese SBC came out, I didn't get any Japanese players, dude. I'm not even kidding. But I'm gonna spam bronze packs so I can hope I can get a bunch of Irish players, and if they do go up in price, I will sell them, and if they go up on the hype, I will sell them as well. Even though they probably will sell for way more if they are included in an SBC. But right here we are doing Real Betis. It was pretty cheap, I'm not gonna lie. This was one of the cheaper ones. But yeah, because they had so many players, so many gold players. I tried to buy this Charlie Musonda, but I couldn't find a Real Betis one, which is very cheap. So I just put Joaquin at the left back spot, and he did get full cam because most of the other players were in the right position. A bunch of these teams, I only paid 1,000 coins for each position, or less than 1,000 coins in each position, which made this super cheap. And I did spend around 50 to 40,000 coins completing 8 teams, which is not that bad. And I did make a bunch of my coins back. I at least made 30,000 to 40,000 coins back from 50,000 invested, which is very good for 10k. 10k for like 2 teams or 8 teams, my bad, is very good. But the most expensive ones are going to be the Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid one, of course. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid being the most expensive ones, I do believe, and that Barcelona one is not as expensive as those two. But as soon as I get those players, as soon as I start kind of getting those players, I will try and do that. I don't want to plummet my coin balance right away either, because I want to invest in players when they do go down in price during the market crash. Because if they do go down in price during the market crash, I will buy a couple. Hopefully Messi drops under 500k. Hopefully Suarez drops under 300k. I don't think I'm going to buy Suarez because that wouldn't really make sense. But I think I'm going to just stick with the BPL team right now, since I'm really enjoying it. I might buy like a Legend or something, because if Legend prices go down, then they're definitely going to go back up, especially the Legends. But right here, I do have everything sped up if you guys haven't noticed already. But we do open a couple of packs right here. We do get no big foil, no rare player, which is very surprising. We have 611,000 coins in the bank. None of these players sell. I do check for Noble and the other guy, but none of them do sell, so that was very unfortunate. But yeah, we have a bunch of spaces in the transfer, so I tried to list up as much stuff as I could, and none of these guys really sold. So I have a bunch of fitness cards and all that. I'm going to be selling those towards the weekend league because they do go up in price a bit, and they do sell more often. The Jermaine guy did go for a nice amount. I didn't see any under like 1,000 coins, so I put him up for 800 coins, hoping he would sell, and I hope he does sell. I still haven't checked, but you know, I'm going to check tonight before I do go to bed and after I edit this video. So we get a premium gold pack right here. We get an inform right mid Spanish, and we do get Real Sociedad Mar Prieto. Xavi Prieto, I do believe he's a pretty old guy in real life, but he does have he has good stats, except pace, you know, which is probably important for the right midfielder. But he goes for around discard, close to discard, not exactly discard, but he will go up in price a bit more as he does go out of packs because he's a current inform, of course. But we do get the inform in a pack, and then this next pack. Jump a premium gold pack. Can we get something big? We got a walkout. What is this walkout? Decent flare. Blue, red, and white. What is that? Better check. Arsenal. I was like, okay, that's pretty decent. He must go for like 10, 15k, 20k, maybe even at the most because of the SBC for Kane. You know, something like that. I do check his price, and then I find myself that he's worth 9,000 coins. So I'm like, okay, there's no way he's worth only 9,000 coins. So I'm gonna wait. I was about to list him. Thought to myself, okay, there's going to be SBCs coming out, probably team of the week guaranteed SBCs. People are going to want high rated players, so I'm going to just keep him in my transfers. Same with the inform. I'm going to send McGeady to the transfers as well because he's an Irish player, and I will sell him on when he is hyped up or when his price does go up. So we finally, and I mean finally, get a walkout and inform. But the thing is, I think EA are trolling us because we get 2 of the worst probably walkouts and informs apart from Sergio Busquets and David Silva and Cesc Fabregas probably. Czech is one of the worst ones just because he doesn't go for much, but I thought it was going to be a bigger player, you know. Could have been Courtois, Hazard again. That would have been pretty cool. But, you know, that's not too bad. Czech is not that bad. And we will keep him in the transfers until he is worth a little bit more. That same with that inform, how I already did say. He's just going to stay in the transfers for now. So we did make our coins back, kind of, when I did get those players. And which isn't that bad, which is pretty decent. But we do get a pack in the pack. I forgot we actually did get lucky in these packs, sort of. But yeah, you guys will see towards the end of the pack. Right here, we do get a contract pack, which is pretty irrelevant. I was pretty excited for that. I was like, okay, we get another pack. That's pretty cool. What can we get from this? My computer just turned off. Let me unlock this. This happens when I commentate for like over 10 minutes and I don't move my mouse. But the last pack, rare gold pack, what are we going to get? We don't get a walkout. We don't get an inform. We don't get a big flare. And you're probably thinking, why is this good pack? Look at the end. After I list up Sigurdsson, who goes for like around not even 1,000 coins. Look at a draft token, dude. Mukandro, 78 rated striker. We get a draft token. I was like, oh my god, no way. Like, draft tokens are super rare. Like, how did I just get a draft token? And I'm like, hell yeah, dude, get in. So, this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to see a draft very, very soon, I will upload that in the next couple of days. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. And out.